Hi. Okay, are we live? Do we see and do we hear? I apologize for the chaos infused initial few moments of stream. For those of you who missed the deranged uh activity as it played out in real time. Twitch has these little like shortcut icons that you can click if you hover over a comment. You can reply to someone really quickly. If you're a mod, there's an icon for deleting their message. You can ban a user, and they're all right next to each other. So someone typed something that I wanted to respond to, and I went over the comment, and then I hovered over to the reply button, and chat kept going, and I tried to like move my mouse up, and I accidentally hit ban. But as it turns out, the way that I've configured the way that I've coded our chat bot is I have the same functionality on YouTube as well. So it turns out, I thought I banned somebody on Twitch. You can hold Alt to freeze chat. Bullshit. I don't believe you. Okay, I'm gonna hold Alt, and I want a bunch of you to put some nonsense in chat. Just like type a bunch of random letters or something. No, it doesn't work. You're an idiot and a liar. You don't know anything. At least it doesn't work on the bot, which you also have to hit F4. Okay, well, I have a 60% keyboard, so does that mean I have to get like the function keys involved? Don't. Wrong. What? Wait, what's happening? No? Do I not want to do that? What does that do? Alt F4 closes programs on Windows. Okay, now I need you to know, y'all typed so much stuff so quickly, the chat box froze, and now I have to relaunch it. So, hang on. Man, it's a good thing that having that 60% keyboard just saved my fucking life, because otherwise, no! Oh my god, it crashed! Bring it back! Interesting. Okay, so maybe hitting Alt in the chat box window does do something, but I don't think it does anything good. So we will not do that again. So it's we might need to clip that. That was pretty fun. It's a good thing that my keyboard is only 60%, because if I hadn't needed to do the F2 keys, I would have done that. So I'm sorry, wait a minute. So what does that shortcut do? You almost fell for the oldest trick in the book. Hard shortcut for close window. Okay, but it would have just shut down the bot and not OBS. So stream would have still been up. So that would have been good. It will close the program you have open. Force close, current window. Artemis, do you hate me? What the hell, girl? What is even your problem? I did deserve it. It's fine. But the punchline of this long joke is, Azura, 5 months! Oh my god! Next month will be half a year! That's so exciting! Also, hey, Ludor, welcome in. For those of you that, getting back to the punchline of the, oh my god, I accidentally banned someone. It was not a Twitch user I accidentally banned. It was a YouTube chatter, and the chatter was me. And you can't ban the broadcaster. The broadcaster can't ban themselves, so we were real afraid, nothing happened. Like, you can click that button, that shortcut, but there is no functionality to it. So we were all freaking out over nothing. Honestly, a miracle no one hit you with that previously. That's like never having heard of D's. I don't believe you. Or maybe it's like, why? Okay, question. Why the hell would I get F4 involved when I can just Control Q? Like, why am I hitting fucking like Alt and F buttons? There's a better and simpler way. That you're gonna tell me you've never heard of Dog. Control Q doesn't do anything on. What are you talking about? Okay, well, now I don't want to hit it. There is absolutely a shortcut for closing a program, and I've never used F4 to do it. That's Apple. Oh, Command Q is Apple. Alt F4 has been the shortcut for Windows. Quick close forever. I guess I just haven't really had a Windows machine until recently. we've been using Mac for, oh my God. So this is like the ultimate throwback. So when I first started streaming, I was living in Japan, and the only piece of equipment that I had was my phone, my iPhone, and my MacBook laptop, which could not fucking run anything. It was impossible to stream from the Mac because it was an underpowered laptop and it was really old. So what I ended up doing was I had a friend who was working night shifts at the same time that I was living in Japan, so we were awake at the same time because of the time difference. And I legitimately had forgotten about this. This just unlocked like a core foundational memory for me. I used my iPhone as a webcam, and then we would like call on Discord or something, and he was running OBS on his Windows machine and like fucking source browser captured like my webcam in, and I would just talk and tell him what to do in the game. That's how I first started streaming. Wow, that's crazy. It was not. It did not work. So people came anyway, which was I could not possibly understand it. It was nice. Yeah, it was fun. It was really stupid, actually. But imagine my surprise when you were streaming Overwatch and all your commentary didn't match what was happening. Yeah, so everything I was saying was put behind like stream delay and screen delay and fucking like ping because it was awful. So like things would happen and then like 8 seconds later I would start talking about it. We still have some chatters from those days too, which is life finds a way. Yeah, when you really want to do something, you do it even in the hinkiest way you can possibly imagine. Who describes how we used to stream? That's how it felt. That's how it felt. And then eventually I started doing like, I would do walk around streams. And I don't know how IRL streamers do it, because the only couple of times I ever did IRL streaming, my phone would overheat within minutes of being outside. Like it would shut itself down. I'd get like the warning on screen. It's like too hot. It's phone too hot. You cannot use your phone. Let it cool. And I'm like, well, I don't know how anyone does this anymore. Maybe the technology has just like gotten so much better and more efficient. But when I was attempting, yeah, maybe like, you know, summer, yeah, August in Japan, it's like it do be hot outside though. Like that is just kind of what you sign up for. But I was always impressed by people that could actually like and like, this is the babyest complaint in the world, right? I don't like being particularly conspicuous when I do IRL content, which I have not done for a really long time. So it's like having the long like selfie stick always makes me feel weird. And then I see people doing IRL content now with really small selfie sticks, but they have to hold their arm up higher. And I will be so real with you. I don't think I have the muscle tone for that. I think I'd be like, ow. Like, I don't know. Are they just like beefed up? Are they strong? Am I weak and fragile like a piece of tissue paper? It's hard to hold things. I don't know how folks do it. Every now and then I get kind of nostalgic for it, I guess, because I really did enjoy some of the IRL stuff that I did. But I don't know how I would do. Also, sorry, I still have like my little. I only showed off this little creature in small camera form yesterday. So this this little guy goes between my tummy and the desk, which is what his pawsies are for. And if you unzip him, there's a hot pad inside. And it looks just like Mochi. So it's very exciting. Sometimes I go looking for him and I open the hall closet where I keep my little kitty hot pad and I see it in there and I think that it's him because it's a very convincing doppelganger. Isn't it cute? It's Mochi. This is like one of my favorite possessions. It's this and a necklace that my mom got for me when I was young, and like my grandpa's like an ornamental box that he used to put like rings and cufflinks and stuff in. It's like, that's it. Oh, and my signed copy of Song of Achilles. That's it. So in the event of a fire, which we experience living where I do, though that's what I grab. And it's like, I got that, and I got cat under one arm, and I'm ready to go. yeah. It's unzipped because that's where you put the hot pad. You can't microwave the new friend. You have to microwave the pad separately. It's cute though. It's cute and it's fun. And yeah, no, well, I don't think you can ban bots because by nature of their permissions, most bots need to be moderators, and you can't ban moderators without unmoderating them first. I've tried. That's how I know. I've tried to do it as a funny bit. I've been like, all right, Austin, we've had enough of you, and I have to and it's like a whole fucking thing. And so I don't do it because it's inconvenient. But what is my schedule for streaming? I stream Friday through Sunday at 12 p.m. noon Pacific. Fridays are technically Monster Hunter days, but I might do some fucky things with that, depending on what the release schedule is like moving towards the next seasonal event. Because I know that drops in late September. And I might, I need to look at what games are coming out. Because I know we're getting closer to MGS3, the remaster for that, and I'm really interested in it. There's a couple other titles that have been bouncing around. I imagine we'll probably be done with Expedition 33 in the next, 3 weeks. Maybe? Question mark. Nobody tell me whether that's true or not. So I need to start planning what our next main game will be, and potentially some off-game selections as well. You did not miss me trying the new 9-star hunts. That's what I would have done on Friday, but I got a migraine. Yeah, I woke up with a little bit of a headache that day and then experienced calling it a complication makes it sound very serious, and it's not. It's very, very normal. But on Friday, I woke up with a headache and then experienced my first, post-op issue, and it just made me feel really sick. And then the headache got worse and turned into a migraine. So yeah, we did not stream on Friday, but I will not be playing Black Myth Wukong. The studio that developed that game has made some really heinous comments that I just don't particularly care to put my money behind. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm not going to be playing that game. I won't pass any judgment on people that do. But that's not a game that will make its way onto my channel, unfortunately. So, yeah, there are a lot of other neat devs to enjoy. I still feel quite badly that I bounced off of 9 Souls. If you are a side-scroller enjoyer and you liked Sekiro and Hollow Knight, I cannot recommend 9 Souls enough. I played a little bit of it and was really impressed by the style of the game. It has a really distinct visual artistry. And the music is incredible. I unfortunately, it's a really interesting story. It's really cool. It's not a game that I could complete because almost all of the characters, including the villains, are anthropomorphized cats. And I don't want to see cats get hurt, even if they're fictional. So I could not play that game. But the small amount of time that I put into it, I found it very engrossing. Yeah, I found it really engrossing. Really, really fun combat. Fascinating narrative. Yeah, and I'm not sure if that would continue so positively throughout the entire game, because I was only able to play in such a small dose. But I liked what I saw. Yeah, and if you're into Hollow Knight, if you liked Sekiro, it's fun. Yeah, I recommend it. I've heard great things about Bayonetta. Everyone is like, have you played Bayonetta yet? And I'm like, no. It's always really disappointing. That's Capcom, right? Exactly, Various. It's like, in cases like that, we want to speak with our wallet, because it's like, there are a lot of games that are good where the developers aren't making really weird comments about women and gay people. So it's like, okay, well, I'm gonna pay for some other game from another developer that ain't saying that shit. Is Capcom. I feel like I know why people would. So my limited exposure to Bayonetta, I've talked about this before, how a lot of my interest in games ends up originating from exposure to music used in D&D campaigns. That's what first brought my attention to Nier, which is a game that I'm considering for our next mainline title, actually. That's how I was first introduced to Hollow Knight. And a couple of weeks ago, we were playing D&D, and we had a very dire encounter. And the boss theme for that fight was a track from Bayonetta. And I think it was like, I'm gonna be wrong here and y'all are gonna laugh at me, but I swear the name was like, Call Me Father or something. And I remember laughing about it when I asked the DM. But it was so sick. And I having, like, literally the only thing I know about Bayonetta is that she's probably a lesbian and gay people love her. That's it. That's all I've got. So I was like, oh, wait, this game also has great music? Hey now. And some people try to come in and they're like, it's basically Devil May Cry. And I'm like, oh no, my friend, that does not help me because I've never played a Devil May Cry game. So it's like, that doesn't answer any questions. It only raises more uncertainties. Eventually, I'm going to need to play Bayonetta and Devil May Cry. It's just going to be a matter of timing. And we're coming up on October, which is always when I try to do more horror focus. And the devil is always whispering, replay Bloodborne in October. Every now and then I think about doing my first like proper challenge run in October and having it be Bloodborne based, but it can be pretty difficult, but also really, that's what I've heard. Yeah. We still haven't played Alien Isolation. The Last of Us could be a good option for October. My hope is that we will actually finish Expedition 33 in like early mid-September, because I have a feeling if I go from Expedition 33 into a horror game that freaks me out, I will have been sad for too long. I think I might need like an interim breather, maybe, between sad things happening. So we'll see. DMC and Bayo is the games stuff like Genshin and Punishing Grey Raven want to be. I haven't played Genshin. See, like, you're, again, here's more planting the seeds. It's like, don't you play Genshin? Genshin, you want to see what Genshin is like? And I'm like licking my lips. I'm like, those are some mighty tasty breadcrumbs you have. Where does the trail go? Okami has also been on my list for ages, especially with the sequel coming out. Another game with a really incredible art direction to it. I don't want you to play it. Really? Please do not play Genshin. Genshin, I decidedly do not want you to do. Well, Genshin is just not fun. Don't they make a lot of money off anime boys, though? Friends don't let friends play any. Gotcha. Have I played any of the Elden? I have played all of the Elden Rings, as a matter of fact. The only Soulsborne game in their main catalog I've not played is Demon Souls, and that's just because I straight up don't think I have the ability to play it. I don't think I have a console that will run the remaster, and I don't know if the original is available on Steam. I've also heard the original is like kind of rough at this point, so maybe I don't inflict any more FromSoft jank on myself than I want. That could actually be an option for October. If I could get it up and running, Demon Souls could be kind of fun. But I'm sure there's going to be a lot of other things coming out that we'll have in the pipeline, so hasn't been ported. Okay. Hate their take of the gacha system. Much prefer Arknights and Grand Blue. Hate the 50-50 system needing multiple copies. Multiple copies of characters? They give you more than... Ouch. Sorry, I just tried to, like, scoot in and my finger slipped and I accidentally just, like, bent my nail. Ouch. You either need a PS5 for the remake or a What? It's not on PC. Sorry. That was me remembering in real time that Silksong is allegedly supposed to be perhaps releasing, maybe potentially this year at some time. And there's not that many months left in this year. So that on launch will probably be the next main title. Yeah, it's probably gonna, yeah, you know what? It's it's gonna be Silksong. We could be in the middle of a different game and Silksong will drop and I'll be like, all right, that's nice. It's Silksong time. Don't bring up my it's there. Apparently, there's gonna be a playable demo at Gamescom? Question mark? So at some point, I would be really interested in knowing like what the fuck happened. And obviously I say that as someone who doesn't work in the industry, is not familiar with the many layers of demands that are placed upon studios from investors and publishers and like their own team and their own self-imposed deadlines. I don't know what that process is like. But I feel like so like in my head, I'm like, the lack of communication is frustrating, but there must have been a reason. But I would love to know like what that reason actually is, you know? Yeah, Gemini, once again, flashing a dub as a European, just gets to go to Gamescom. Yeah, nice. Congratulations. Happy for you. Have fun. At Gamescom. Playing Silksong. Enjoy yourself. Have a nice time. Was it really only a three-person team? Yeah, so happy for you, I say, frowning visibly. Al, did you really? Oh, that makes me so happy to hear. I hope you've enjoyed both of them. I think E33 is... It's gotta be my game of the year. There's only like 4 more months left in the year. I really don't think something could dethrone that slot. Very excited to see what Sandfall does in the future. And what I hope the most for them is that they don't end up taking the FromSoft route of every game being the same game, just with a different background to it. I hope that they don't fall into what I would consider to be a formula pitfall. I would like to see them continually doing new stuff. And their combat is great. Like if they want to still do turn-based, I think they are more than welcome to do that. But I hope story-wise we see some atmospheric and world-building deviations from what E33 has presented. Every update was made to... Really? For Silksong? So they stopped giving out updates altogether. Interesting. I think probably the frustration was because, I don't know. Like, I'm the type, like, if I would rather play a shorter game with worse graphics that takes longer to make if I know that the team is not fucking killing themselves to make it happen. So just from that perspective, it's like, if they needed more time, I'm glad that they took it, but I wish that they could say that safely without having their product be met with like an overwhelmingly negative reception. Like, oh, like Wild's getting review bombed the way that it did. I didn't really think any of that was warranted, to be quite honest. Maybe that's a hot take. I hope that it's not, but we haven't had a fan fest. When is FanFest usually announced? Could I go to FanFest? I like Final Fantasy. I've never been to I could go. FanFest? That's my streamer. My streamer has good... They don't have to give updates, but it might have been smart to... Yeah, or just to be like, look, guys, we really, like... We overestimated ourselves in order to give you the best version of the vision that we have. We just need more time. Sorry. Yeah, it's not coming out next... It's not coming out this year. It's not coming out... We will let you know. But instead, it was just like... silence. And again, it's like there had to have been a reason for that. Some sort of vagary or nuance that I'm not privy to because I don't work in the industry. But who knows? It's just better not to say anything until you're close to ready. What if every future game from Sandfall would feature a floating woman with those shoes on? I don't know. I don't know what kind of stories they could tell from here on out, but I would like very much, because it's not a spoiler or even really a criticism to say that like FromSoft games, with the exception of Sekiro, which is largely considered an outlier anyway, fall into like the same sort of category. Like there was a big order. That order was disrupted by a cataclysmic event. Now, world shit. Here you are, undead shit man. Can you find the order? And then at the very end, you're given a choice of like reestablish order or do new thing and subvert order. And that's it. That's it. That's the game. And I think especially when they take it in more of like a medieval fantasy direction, that starts to run together after a while. Like Bloodborne is all the, like Bloodborne feels different because its atmosphere is so different, and Sekiro feels different because its atmosphere and combat system are so different. Yeah, Hellfuck Castle, you know. Yeah. Do you? Hey, undead shit fuck man. Do you want to like the thing that we thought was God that was good is actually evil and bad? How do you feel about that? And it's like, okay, like I've done that before. And I think I would prefer to be more surprised by games. And I would really like if FromSoft could surprise me again at some point. I think probably we're just going to get like another 10 years of Elden Ring. But, you know, I can hope. It made them so much money. I hated that game. But I can hope. I can hope. Wake the dog up? What are you talking? Which game is this? Undead shit man is my favorite. And Death Stranding is also a game that I'd actually like to play at some point. I know the sequel just came out, and it's a basically any discussion I hear about Death Stranding 2 is that it is phenomenal in a way that can't be put into words. It's Armored Core! I don't do big robots. Seriously, the first line of the game is wake the dog up. Okay, so if it's about an actual dog, that's good. But if you, the player, are the dog, like they call you a dog, I'm thumbs downing. Heaven's door, is there a dog in Armored Core? Say yes. I hope there's a real actual woof woof ark ark. I got caught between saying bark and arf, and it came out ark. Like a seal. Ark, ark, ark. I'm the dog. Man! Can't have shit in these games. Can't even have a dog. No dog. I want a FromSoft take on something akin to Ace Combat. Balls for all reality. Vaguely contempt. Ooh. I think that they are way too comfortable with night stuff to experiment with that again. And the one time that they did experiment, people were mad at them. Like Sekiro has some very divisive opinions in the community from people who are like, this isn't the type of combat and it's so fucking good. I maintain that Sekiro is the most polished game they've ever made. I have really tremendously like strongly positive opinions about Sekiro, but I have Death Stranding opinions I like in it. I have heard that as well. Like there's some aspects of it, especially at the beginning, that are like very slow, and potentially like kind of boring. But Stray was a great game. I really enjoyed Stray. I was watching the development pipeline for Little Kitty Big City, but never ended up getting the final build. I should look into that. There's another game. What is it? Is it Death's Door? Where you play, it's like a roguelike, and I think you play as a little crow, and that's been on my list for a while. You like the slow part. Interesting. I appreciate hearing that, because most people, when I talk about Death Stranding, they're like, look, Crow, if you like this game, you won't like it until you've played it for like 9 hours. You will hate the beginning. You will hate it. You'll watch a movie, and then you'll do dumb fucking bullshit, carrying like boxes around the desert, and you will hate it. If you like it, you'll only like it 9 hours in. I'm like, ooh, tall order. No, I never played any of the Fable series. Felt like a game where devs... Yes! Like, that's something... And again, it's like... It's a trick. It's a trick to entrap me in a conversation about Bloodborne or Sekiro, because Uno reverse card, I'm not trapped in here with you, you're trapped in here with me, like I will just talk about them. I think that Sekiro's combat was so fluid, so satisfying, and I think that having a named character existing in the universe with bonds and relationships and protections made that experience so much richer than when it's just like undead shit man, faceless player avatar. Because, like, I can only speak from my own player experience, right? It's like, I've played a lot of FromSoft games, and I've done most of the endings, right? Like, I see them, I see what they do, I pursue them. Like, I'm a completionist, I like to see what can happen. But even in the bad ends of games like Dark Souls 3, Bloodborne, like whatever, you never, the weight of it never really seems to settle on you. If you play Sekiro and you opt for Shura, that hits so different. Like, knowingly turning your back on things that are so important to you and having characters voice that in ways that, I don't know, man, it's different. It hits real different. And it's a very powerful narrative choice. And it's one that I do wish that they could eventually revisit. Yeah, I would, and I appreciate, I've said this before, I like when games take risks, which is why I don't think Dark Souls 2 deserves as much of the hostility as it receives. Certainly some, not all of it, because it took risks. And when you take risks, sometimes they pay off and sometimes they don't. And sometimes you discover really cool things that you do later. Like, I would say that, like, Monster Hunter Tri Underwater Combat, that was a risk. And it kind of sort of paid off, not really. And now they get to do it again in the way that they want. I think it's really cool. This current sort of generation of FromSoft games that we're seeing, which are like more PvP focused. We're seeing it with Night Rain. We're going to see it with Duskbloods. That doesn't really appeal to me personally, but I appreciate them for stepping outside their comfort zone, if that makes any sense. Like, is it a game I would play? Probably not. But I like that they are not within what I would otherwise consider to be like the rigid bounds of the pipeline that we've come to accept from them. So, listen, I think that Dark Souls 2 did some really neat things. Dark Souls 2 has my favorite version of hollowing in the entire trilogy. Has my favorite hub. Although I have to give credit where credit is due. When we raided Elisa Prey yesterday, she's playing the original Demon Souls for the first time. We caught her wandering around what would be like the hub of Demon Souls, and it was absolutely beautiful. I had never seen the Demon Souls hub before. It was gorgeous. Like, it kind of took my breath away. It was gorgeous. But DS2 is my favorite hub, my favorite version of hollowing. ADP, maybe it would have been a good idea if they'd really told you what it was. FromSoft does this great thing where they put things in their game and don't tell you about it. I think that the petrification statues was actually like a really neat touch. Like, the game was not bad, but it was different, and that frustrated people in the same way that Sekiro is different, and that frustrated people. But I would be curious to see what reception is like for Duskbloods. Night Rain didn't appeal to me, and I opted not to play it, although I keep seeing one boss design in particular where I'm just like making a fist. I'm like, ooh, wait, that's good food. But then I remember it's set in the Elden Ring universe, and I go, ugh. Like, that's been Game of Thrones for me, I fear. Yeah, I just don't know if I could ever really enjoy something set in that world anymore. But yeah, Dark Souls 2 is the first time we get a power stancing, a weapon in each hand, and that wasn't in Dark Souls 3. That didn't show up again until Elden Ring. So I think it doesn't deserve a lot of the vitriol that it gets, but some of it, like, I maintain the worst FromSoft area I've ever been in. Hey, Dark Souls 2 fans, help me out. It's underground, and it's dark, and it's green, and there's poison everywhere. Everywhere it's poison, and it's the worst. And the area itself is so fucking small, but it's so miserable. It's so miserable to exist in. It's awful. What is that name? The Black Gulch. It's like Black Gulch, Farron Swamp, literally the worst air. I would rather be in Caelid. I would rather be in Caelid. Such fundamentally unenjoyable zones. I hated the Black Gulch. I hated it. That's my least favorite zone of like maybe any game I've ever played. I was so mad in that zone. Blighttown, not so bad. But Black Gulch, just the worst. Did I ever play Bloodborne? Yes. Yes, I played Bloodborne for the first time a couple of years ago, and infrequently people have asked if I could ever get those old runs like processed and posted on YouTube. But I think at this point, one, that the hard drive those VODs were stored on is broken and will cost several thousands of dollars to repair. And two, it's like the stream tech at that point was so low quality. Like the webcam, I was like zoomed so far out. Like I'm playing back here for some reason. Like I'm so small and our mic quality is so bad. Doesn't have any filters on it. It's just like crackly. And anytime I yell, it cuts out. I'd rather be in Kid is an amazing shirt slogan. Like literally. So I think about it. I think unfortunately it's probably not feasible. But I've said it before. Sekiro is my favorite FromSoft game to play, but Bloodborne is my favorite FromSoft game to think about. I think it strikes the perfect balance of withholding information from you and presenting information for you to synthesize. And I think that it does that by implicitly weaving that knowledge or lack thereof with core game mechanics. Like when Dark Souls 1 does it, it's like, oh, it's lost to the ages. We don't know. Time. I don't know. And then when Elden Ring does it, it's just kind of like ambiguous because it's like, wasn't the shattering like kind of recent? Or like people are like, well, we don't really know. It's just kind of like weird. And nobody's talking. Like it's a family, but nobody's talking to each other. It's like, why'd that bitch kill her brother? It's like, we don't really know. It's like there's. And I think that it, like, the scope of it, eventually, like, the holes get too big. Like, if you stretch something a little bit, you get a little hole. But if you stretch something a lot, you get bigger holes. And I think that's what Elden Ring ultimately suffered from at the end. But I think Bloodborne's approach was just, like, so flawless. Like, oh, is there something you don't know? Hey, congratulations. You're not supposed to know that. If you know that, bad things will happen to you, actually. Yeah. The reason we don't know is because, you know, we try to know, and it puts holes in our brains, actually. And it gives us eyes on the inside. And I think Mikolash is one of the best boss fights they've ever done. Which is also potentially, like, a hot take. Because I know some people absolutely hate chasing that twink around. Fucking professional runner, marathoner, Mikolash the nerd. They hate it. They hate chasing him. I think it's the funniest thing. And I think that the soundtrack for that is just like this frenetic, uncomfortable, high energy, high octane piano that's just like in my brain and tickling like the wrong neurons, like makes me anxious. It's like, it's the perfect complement to something that takes place inside a nightmare. I love it. I love Bloodborne. I didn't replay Bloodborne last year. I should replay Bloodborne. Yeah. I should replay Bloodborne. I should also take us into Expedition 33. So, let me do that. We can keep talking about games and stuff, but I need to look at some of my skills and shuffle them around. So we'll take our first break in about 15 minutes. And I imagine that's how long it will take me to like properly kit folks out. Since we are coming from Seren and I put a bunch of stuff on just for free aim shots, which I don't think is helping us anymore. I know there's a lot of merit to free aim as a strategy if you want to employ it in that way. I don't like it. It's not fun for me. I don't want to go pow, 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 pow. I want to go big sword, hoo-ah! Like I want to do cool stuff. Shooting with my gun is not cool. So I imagine it'll probably take like 10 minutes for us to realign that. And then we'll be ready for our break and then ready to progress deeper into the monolith, which appears to be presenting to us areas that we've already been. So like, that's my big question. The inside of the monolith, is this a physical location? Like the physical location of it, are we physically moving through bits of these worlds that are actually inside the monolith, or are we like reliving it in some kind of scope of our own memory? I don't know, but I think it's very interesting. So let me get ready. Let me get set up. Give me just a hot second. Bonk, bonk, bonk. Okay. And then we'll launch this. Everything's working. Controller's on. Phone is here. I have tea. I think we're good. We need Rod Sterling to tell us about it. That's the Twilight Zone host, right? The sound of multiple modern. Oh, did people start? Yes, and as a reminder to folks, especially as we come into what I imagine is going to be a very plot heavy and significant zone, please assume all questions are rhetorical unless I invoke the phrase Heaven's Door, which is your cue to chime in. I usually try to phrase Heaven's Doors as yes or no, so it's just easier for people to type out one thing. But sometimes I pull it back and I'm like, I don't know what this fucking skill does. Heaven's Door, how would you build this? And then it becomes more of a discussion. Just because I don't want anybody to feel like we're persecuting them if I ask a question and they give an honest answer. There's just a time for the honest answer. Okay. Yeah, cilantro. That's like my streaming safe phrase for when I want community input. And it's tough because it's really effective, actually. But it's only I find that people don't usually ask about it. That I either need to like make the announcement or they kind of intuit through repeated exposure what it is. We've had some people be like, oh, we thought Heaven's Door was like a chatter, like a moderator, or like a catch-all for like the mod team. And I'm like, no, like that's for you guys. I wish there were a better way for me to make it more obvious. Because it gets the job done, but I always look for ways that we could be better. So, just someone Crow really trusted? No, I mean, well, the person that I trust is Rohan Shibe from fucking JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 4 Diamond is Unbreakable, because that's what the reference is from. I don't think this would be considered a JoJo spoiler in any sense of the word. There's a character, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure characters have stands, which are basically special powers. And Rohan's stand is called Heaven's Door, and it basically allows him to like open your brain as a book and write something inside it. Which I thought was like the perfect representation of what I was going for. It's like, hey, Heaven's Door, chat, my brain is a book, open it and write down the answer. Like, I just thought it was cool. So yeah, it's because it is the stand from JoJo. And read everything. I love him. He's my little creep. Rohan is my everything. He's also tucked very gently into the gender armoire with the likes of so many other fictional men. Okay, let me kit us out for better multi-target damage, because I think my issue right now is that it's a lot of single, which is not helping. So I'll give you Wildfire. That's high single target lightning damage, but if I were to take Thunderfall, that's random. Sure, Thermal Transfer. Healing. I don't really think you need that, but I will let you have it. Medium single target. You know what? Why don't you take... Yeah, maybe we'll need it. We'll take a high single target anyway. Yeah, we'll have a good balance. And then... for you, baby girl, I want Searing Bond. Well, I think we'll need to keep you with Focused Foretell, but we'll swap Twilight Slash for Bad Omen. And delaying Final Path for Dark Wave. Delaying Slash for Firing Shadow. And I think think that's good for you. I will leave him with these just in case we end up with some awful stuff, but I don't think I need purification. Extreme light. Yeah, we'll give him phantom stars, which means we don't need perfect break. I would love to see Blitz work, where it kills non-boss enemies with less than 10% health. But at that point, they're burning, and the burn will kill them if they have less than 10% health. So I don't know if that's really, like, worth taking for us. Yeah, this might be okay. Mael, you're actually fine as you are. Minoko, you're fine as you are. Okay, so this is just going to be Pictos now. And we'll start with Minoko since I have no idea really how to build him. I think he might be good with greater powerful and powerful on shell since we're using that for him so much. And then Lumina-wise, let's get rid of all of the aim stuff. Yeah, I just don't think we're really gonna need it. Well, that's only one. Plus 1 AP on base attack. If we're taking combo attack, we really should get energizing attack as well. But we may not be... Oh, why the hell did I have fucking energizing star 1 and 3? Oh, I'm crazy. Yeah, I'm gonna do combo attack and then energizing attack. Well, if AP's an issue with him, with all of the pairing that we're doing, and then if we run out of the ability, if we don't have something one turn, we can just hit and get all of our shit back. Because this is just battle start. But I thought we were learning one that was plus 1 AP on turn. And that would be really, really useful. Who has that? Heaven's Door, does anyone know what I'm talking about? I could have sworn we picked up a Picto that was specifically... It's energizing turn, okay. Oh, it's expensive! Okay, hang on. Hang on. Yes! Energizing. Woo! Okay. And then what else am I... If I have that, then I may not need dead energy. But that's only 2? Really? Okay, then we should probably just keep it on. I would love to get us greater shell. And what is effective heal? Where on earth is that? That would be awesome for everyone to have, because that sustain would be nuts. Ah! That sucks.
I won!
Oh, Remy! Thank you so much for gifting that sub out. I really appreciate it. How are you? Okay, that may not be as useful as I thought then. Although, again, having that feels like it would be so good. Because on counter, it's 25% of our health. Which immediately becomes, like, so much better. But I don't... there's no way for us to get healing counter and healing parry. With effective heal, I don't think. Not at our current Pictos level. Yeah. So that would... God, on Verso, it makes him immortal. Maybe Minoko doesn't need it. Rennie! Hey! Rennie! 10? Rennie, thank you so much. If you are a member of the community who just got a sub from Rennie, who's being super, super generous, Rennie, thank you so much. You get ad-free viewing on break screens. You get cool music. You get movie and game nights during the week on Discord. Cool emotes. Fun stuff. Please enjoy your sub perks. Rennie, thanks. I really appreciate that. Okay, maybe we don't need... I'm trying really hard to get everything that I want. But I don't think it's going to work. If I took off combo attack and energizing attack, we could go into... That gives me exactly enough for effective heal. But we don't have... It's not actually healing anything because we don't have anything that's giving us health. Damn. Okay, well, maybe we just give him... Longer shell... Longer powerful... and greater shell. That might be a better use because we are consistently putting that on us. So it's like... If we can't keep him alive with that kind of sustain, maybe we don't need it. It will bum me out, though. I will miss it. And then you, baby girl. What do I want for you? I would love to get more into Mark, but my synergy with that in particular is not good, so... Not versatile. So she's got almost 27. With energizing parry, and I would like energizing turn. Which is this. Bensi. And taking shots. That's given by a Pictos. Girl, I know you don't need beneficial contamination, so we can just clear that one out. And I don't think you need auto rush. Increase break damage on critical hits. Let's see. Cleansing tint. We could just give her energizing turn. I don't think it's particularly expensive. But we could just give it to her if we feel like she wants it. And then we could also do... Yeah, and Mark especially I don't think is really helping us because we're hitting damage cap pretty consistently. So just the ability to do more damage isn't really our best bet at this time. Maybe. I'm going to give her... confident, maybe. Nothing really feels... Nothing about this really feels good. I wish I could remember what I had on her originally before we had to change it for Seren, but... that's not coming back, unfortunately. Okay, so let's do... Right, but if I can't be healed, then healing counter does not help me. And the way that we play her, we usually need that sustain. So maybe that's not a good idea. Fuck. I'm sorry, everyone. I wish we could save loadouts. That's kind of like my only quality of life feature request in this game. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna take my break here. I'm gonna check on Mochi and I'm gonna reheat up my little hot pad. We will finish this when we come back and then continue our progression. I do apologize that this is taking a little bit longer than I expected. I should have taken screenshots or pictures because I had some really good build outs for some of them and now I just forgore. So yeah, but by the time next patch hits, I could be done. Well, we'll see. Maybe when that drops, I'll boot it up off stream and save some stuff so we can just save some time in stream. But I'll be back. Please enjoy the song and we'll be back when it's over. Hi, we're back. Thank you very much for your patience. I think I would prefer not to have confident on her. Although if we took it off, fuck it. You know what? Fuck it. Let's just, if we don't like it, we'll just change it. So we'll take off healing counter and healing parry. She's not gonna have a lot of health, guys. I think she's gonna need the sustain, personally. But is there anything else I can put on her to mitigate some of the damage my glass cannon baby child is going to absorb? We can rush, shell, power. Powerful on shell. We could do both longers. We're not healing, so we don't need that. Breaking a target doubles its burn amount. Eh. We don't need her to take 50% more damage. I'd love to have the, like, the bits on her for fighting alone, but we've gotten a lot better about reviving people, so we're not alone unless it's a very dire situation. So maybe yeah, I just don't know. Oh, sure, augmented first strike. And maybe we'll take, no, instead of powerful, we'll take perma rush, actually. Okay. Yeah. This could be good, and we can tinker with this if we don't like it. Verso, you're gonna need, I'm basically probably just gonna reset all your shit, buddy, because I don't like what you have on right now, and I don't know what to do to change that. So we've got healing counter, effective heal, and energizing attack. Which means if I want to get you spec'd out for all kinds of really annoying lifesteal stuff, we'll sort by point cost. That's gonna be attack lifesteal. Oh, hold on. So there's something called Confident, which is 50% less damage. And then Confident Fighter, which is 30%. Oh, hold on. Baby girl. Yeah, if I could get Confident Fighter on her, that could be interesting. I don't think we have the Lumina for it, though, but we'll keep that in mind. Energizing parry. Maybe warming up. Combo attack for sure. Breaker for sure. Oh! Suddenly, I'm out of all my Lumina! That's probably okay. Then I'll take, healing parry. I really want healing counter. If we're gonna run that, then we need it. Where is that? Let's start by alphabetical. Okay, that's just on for free. Okay, we're gonna try a lifesteal build on him and see how it feels. My assumption is that it may not feel great, but... So, we're still learning energizing cleanse. We've got double burn and breaking burn. Her skills look good. So I'm gonna take off healing ally also applies rush. Don't think you need that, actually. Breaking shots. Burning shots. Crit burn is good. We'll want that. And then energizing cleanse dispels the first negative status effect. So we'll let that sit. I don't know if we're gonna keep that, but we will internalize it so everyone can use it. And we need, ooh, energizing turn is expensive. Counter healing parry. Marking shots we don't need. Rewarding mark we don't need. Yes! Okay, so we should not be running into any AP issues, and if we find that we're actually maxing out on AP much faster than we're expecting to, we can scroll some of this back. Okay, you don't need charm. That's not for you. Max health is halved. Plus 3 shields on battle start. I never know what to give her. We could just take the augmented counter, I guess. And double mark, we're still learning, so okay. Making burn, breaker. I think if we get her... She's got healing parry, but not healing counter. But if I want energizing turn, we can take it. And then if I wanted to give her something else, because I've got 5 extra. Well, but Monoko can apply regen. So that's in our rotation, so I don't know if I need the Pictos for it. I'd rather focus more on damage. At least right now. I can change that later. Battle start. Maybe we just do critical moment? Yeah, that basically means she'll crit 100% of the time. Which feels super unnecessary, but there's nothing else we could... Oh, first strike. No, that's perfect. Because that... Yes, that's good. That'll help us clear through mobs faster. Hey, Fitz, what's going on? Okay. I think we're good. I think everyone's weapons are good. Fresh... I'll check weapons, actually. Extend Twilight by 1 turn. This is new. We actually haven't gotten a chance to use this one yet. It's not the strongest weapon that we have, but... It'll kind of depend on whether enemies here are weak to dark or not. Because Moisson would be so much better if it was. And I think that stops us from being cursed also. This is... Earthstain applies a shield. It gives us dark stains, but a ton of raw power. Ah, fuck it. We'll just use what's strongest. Which I legitimately think might be what we have on Verso right now. Don't lose rank when taking. That's 1200. 14. Yep. Crit supply burn. She burns a lot. But why would I ever want 100% crit chance while stanceless? Yeah, we'll leave her alone maybe. And then Monoko is good. Okay. So if memory serves me correctly, we just made it to this flag. Which means anything we look at from here is new. Level-wise, everyone looks good. Okay, let's just start killing. And this is great too, because this is revisiting some of the older enemies we might have missed before Monoko was in the party. They could still provide us with feet, so... Cursed sentence, but it is what it is. So I believe I took double basic attack on him if we ever need that to happen for us. So, quick strike is 2. I'll pop these points. That makes me wonder, do I have a Pictos that applies powerless on free aim? I think we get that from hitting their weak points, actually, but... Yeah, I'm really enjoying Monoko's support skills. I'd like to see CL built in that way. Because there's a support skill for her we don't have yet.
Your turn to dance.
Chroma. is flowing. Lightning dance!
Well, that was very sexy. Okay, so that enemy is weak to lightning. That's fun to learn. Now everyone's at level 48. So, Verso, I'm going to pop you off. I'm going to put CL in. Yeah. Because I think the two of them will have better synergy with multi-target. Let's go to the left first. If there's things hidden here, I'd like not to miss them. Flying enemy. I'm a fool. Maybe we just want to take down the flying enemy. I've never successfully carried this. I've never, the whole game, never done it. I can't hear the cue for it. I can't see a visual effect for it. I know some people have said that you should watch the hand. Doesn't help. I got nothing. We did get double mark, which is sexy. I don't think we have many skills that can apply mark. I know CL has one. And Verso has one. I have no choice but to put this in the rotation. Yeah. So, and instead of combustion, I'll give us spark, just in case. Oy. But all that said, I don't think she has a mark skill. So it's just the two of them. Maybe if we could learn more, we could put mark in the rotation. But also we don't need mark because we're consistently hitting damage cap. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I'm good. I'm smart. I know exactly what I'm talking about.
Perfect.
I know. Like, they knew exactly what they were doing when they gave it to me. And it feels like we should be using it. It's just, okay, how much is wildfire? 4. We should probably just use it then.
Violence.
So I've got 1 free aim shot. Let's take it. That enemy's kind of tanky, and we'll get a foot from that one. So there's an enemy called Claire and an enemy called Obscure.
Your turn to dance.
Let's keep going.
And this one has purple swords, and the other one has light swords. Oh, that's gonna be really nice. Rage is a status effect that makes the character play twice in a row.
Ready to evade.
Okay, okay. It's been a long time since I've seen that rotation. You're burning. It's nullified, so I couldn't even break the shield. That sucks real bad. Okay, well.
Feel the storm.
We'll slow them at least, and then hopefully I can do something useful. Fuck it.
It's a friend.
Okay, so dark is useless. Are all elements useless? No. Okay, bad is apparently a weakness, so I will take that. And I'm inagile. Which doesn't really help me, actually. Fuck it. I'm more worried about this enemy, so I'm gonna be really risky and hope I can break.
Do mean?
Well, we can break by killing. That works.
Deck is a friend.
And we got foot. And what does this foot do? High single target dark damage, 5 hits, deal more damage against powerless targets. Interesting. Yeah, it was a break of some kind. By breaking the HP bar, we win the fight. I'm trying to actually remember, like, I'm trying to backtrack through the game and remember what area was after the Flying Waters. Because I think after that we went right into the That is exactly what we did. We went into the Gestural Forest. So this is Expedition 60. And I think it used to be 70. This is Tainted Sanctuary. Yes, okay. So it was Meadows, Waters, Gestural stuff. And then after Gestural stuff, it was Esquier. And then... Cliffs. And then we left. And then we did Battlefield. Manor. Monoko's Winter Wonderland. Visage Seren. I think that's the progression map as I've experienced it thus far. You know, actually, I'd kind of like if she could crit. Yeah, you know what? Maybe we put some crits in here. She's at 47 right now, but that's including... Oh, I can't... Hang on. I think I fucked something. Okay, there we go. 2%. Yeah, I'll take that. And if I ever want to recode at any point in time, I can do that. We've got plenty. You, however, I love you going fast, so... Although, crit on Lune. Nothing scales in that way, but... How fast is too fast, do you think? Like, how much speed can they have before it's just like, okay, that's too much? I like that. Yeah, Zenny, I like that attitude. There's only one way to find out. I really want her to be able to take all set. But that is gonna be tough to get unless we recode. Yeah, you're right. I'd love to get all of the skills ultimately. I think that's kind of what I'm hoping for. It's just taking us longer to level them all up than I thought. Yeah, I imagine AP will be the limiting factor. So when we start going so fast we can't fucking do anything but basic attack, at least on the casters, that's when we know we can ignore that stat. Unless we also give the casters the combo attack Pictos and the energizing attack Pictos. Wow, I haven't fought a Saka Patata in ages! Oh, I forgot to rest. Well, that's okay.
Feel the storm.
There we go. Walk it off, baby girl. You're fine. Ah! Wasn't expecting that. That actually that scared me. Ah, she's got no AP. Okay, so maybe she's going fast enough already because no one is burning. That sucks. Well.
Not today.
Too early. But she didn't die.
Time to take risks.
But I'm burning, which isn't great. You're really healthy. Fuck it.
It's locked on you.
I forgot they explode. So, Heaven's Door. Monoko does not get the foot. They died, but then they exploded. So how does the foot situation work in that? No feet. Okay, then we should just redo the fight. Where's my flag? Over here. Well, at least we picked up the item. We were not very far away. Actually, I remember when we came through here initially, I was not particularly adept at blocking the explosions, so I wonder if that will be a problem for us now. He's got 2 shields on. I could Chevalier. Fuck it.
Take this.
but we're still alive.
Let us stain them. Ready.
Well, I thought thermal transfer let me play again. Maybe I fucked it somehow. But he's alive! Ah! Feet! It had been bugged. It's only with 2 green stains. Oh, I thought the description said only if they were burning. 2 feet. High physical damage to all enemies in 1 hit. Low single target lightning damage, but more if the target is stunned. I'll take slam over spear, actually. Oh, and we got a weapon upgrade for Verso. Can't lose perfection, but no damage increase from rank, but 50% increased base attack damage. And our base attacks hit twice. Interesting. That's kind of sexy, actually. Let's use that for a little bit. Heaven's Door. Was there a Pictos for base attack damage? I feel like there wasn't, but I'm gonna ask anyway. Augmented attack, there was. Augmented attack is 50% increased base attack damage. Ooh, can I put that on you, baby boy? I'll just take off warming up, and then I think I can get everything I want. Much better.
Nice.
Is this another Saga Patate? Why does it look so scary?
Your turn to shine.
Also, hi. Oh, hang on. Ah! No! Saga Patate, I'm trying to say hi to my friend in Twitch chat!
Not looking good.
Rude motherfucker! Hi, Lisa! How are you? Girl, what's going on? I was just talking about you like a couple of minutes ago, how we raided into you yesterday, and I had never seen the Demon Souls hub, but it was gorgeous. It was so beautiful. So good to see you. I'm glad you're doing well. How have you been? Okay, I don't really want to die here. I think we're gonna die. I think we're gonna die and eat shit. I feel like I might be able to shoot these glowing things and maybe something good will happen. Ha ha! Cool, so I'll break the catapult. That feels like a great use of my time. And then I will heal myself.
Let's keep going. Ready to evade. Take your shot. Okay.
Oh,
Here we go.
this isn't great. We're off to a real bad start. Been surviving. Same old stuff. No! I would love if we could catch up sometime. I miss you so much. Okay, no one's burning, are they? I don't think I can attack the catapults. They're different. Okay. Everyone's dying. I'm gonna rush us.
Let's speed things up. Look out! Let's keep going. Let's keep going.
A bit of violence, yes.
don't think it has shields, but I'm gonna give us shell.
A storm is coming.
Fuck it. Oh, it's resistant to lightning. That should have been so much damage. Foolishness. Elisa, yes, please. I would love that. Oy. And I need him alive
I'm
for
ready.
foot stuff.
Feeling better. Ready.
Okay. All right. Everything's bad. Nothing good is happening. So I will break that.
Thank you, my dear.
Okay. Well, we're alive.
That's more like it.
Too early. And he's down again. Oh my god. I need him up! What do I do? Wait, can I outright attack them? Maybe? That had not occurred to me. Okay, I need everything to be on fire right now. I did not realize you could attack the catapults. That's really embarrassing. She's done. It's breakable. I have 4 stains. But breaking it won't stun the cannon.
Good. Okay. Good.
Sorry, everyone. I'm thinking.
Let's keep going. Okay.
Uh-oh. Too early. She's alive? No, please.
Better. Let's keep going.
I need to bring my friends back! Okay. Actually, maybe we just need to break it and then go again. Maybe that's what we need.
Prepare to meet your end.
Okay.
You don't get to die yet. Take cover! Danger!
Too early. Well, we might still be able to bring him back.
Feeling better. So much potential.
Yeah, Lune doesn't usually get, like, the ability to do really cool things. I'd love to be able to burn him, but I really want other folks on the field.
The expedition's not over.
That shield will be phenomenal.
Chrome is flowing.
We could get CL back, or we could just go for damage.
Watch out, Minot. I'll do it.
I think we're good. Absolute cinema. And I should have gotten the foot! Because I know people are like, he doesn't have to be alive, he just has to be in the party. But I get nervous with him being dead, so... Foot. Foot. That was tough! Obviously, I think that these are probably older enemies that are now scaled to our level. But oh my gosh, this was tough. And then what did we actually get? GG, thank you, Elisa. I feel bad. I'm usually much better at the game, I promise. I'm usually not getting like totally styled on by joke enemies from like 10 levels ago. But to that point, I think people would love to watch you play Expedition 33 if you ever felt like you wanted to give it a try. It is a phenomenal game. The combat system is super, super fun. And it's a very engaging and original story, actually. I will say I'm at a critical moment in the plot. And if we get a cutscene, it's probably going to spoil you on something. But I'm just giving you fair transparency, fair warning. Medium lightning damage to random enemies. 3 hits. Ooh, I like the word extreme. Extreme means a lot to all enemies, but it's also 9. 9 AP. We'll think about that. That's very tempting. We'll think about that. Okay. Let's keep hugging the left-hand side, because then if we get any secret little niches or caverns, we'll know before we... Chroma?
Nice.
Hey! I love money! So we can go up there, and I think that's just where we came from. These gestrels might be a different color than some of the ones that we've faced. Otherwise, they look more plated, like almost more metallic instead of just wooden. I was like, there better be something around here. Ow, wow, wow. Okay, so another big fight coming up. I kind of want to see what's over here before I do the fight. Actually, we may have needed to do the fight before we came this way. If it seems like we're moving forward instead of like backwards, I am gonna take us back, but... I missed! I'm the worst. Here we go. Too early. I hate that attack! It's like I always have to shell for it. Paint spike? Oh. But there are no goodies? No treasure? No boons? Loot denied? That actually makes me wonder if there is a paint spike. A paint spike in the sanctuary. We actually have not gone through that area. I think that would be next on our list if we can do it today. But it's also like not super convenient to get back to the continent right now. Okay, well there's one. Here's the next. We need one more. Oh, I guess we opened it.
Nice.
Damage taken is randomly multiplied by a value between 50 and 200%. I will never use this. This is just like the fastest way to condemn ourselves to death that I've ever seen. But we'll learn it for some godforsaken reason that I can't like justify or come up with, so. %34 crit rate? But if I can stack that with confident, that would reduce our damage even more. Yeah, we just won't get hit. Easy. Also, actually, hang on. I need to shuffle Bad Omen with Rush. Instead of shuffling, I think I just like fucked something up. What did I have here? Searing Bond. Yeah, I mean, we could put roulette on a character, but the issue is that roulette doesn't benefit us because we hit damage cap so frequently already. It doesn't feel like a good use of our. Okay, everyone healthy? Monoko, and we'll do Verso. Yeah, we'll try this fight instead. That didn't go well. Actually, maybe we do want Monoko on the front line in case there's feet to be had. Let's start with... Oh, I fucked up in putting Spark back on. That's fair. That's on me. In that case, we'll just start blasting.
Try me.
Careful now. Ready to strike.
That's also a tell I really struggle with detecting. How many times do I have to weaken your shoulder before your arm falls off? Well, I think we might be able to kill him. So close. Yeah, I'm sick of your wiggles.
Today.
Worst quality. Oh, Lisa! Thank you so much for subscribing. Oh my god. Have we actually known each other for like 2.5 years? Girl, that's gonna do something to me. Oh, I don't... Time marches forward, doesn't it? Oh my god, this is a joke! This is a joke. Is no one burning? I can't do any cool stuff? No one's on fire? Oh, I don't have Lune, and I took off burning mark. That's really funny. Okay, well, I'm just gonna... Oh, we might be a little smoked. Just a bit. I'm stanceless. I'm still stance. I thought basic attacking only switches me from one stance to the other. It does not generate a stance on its own. I am a fool. I'm a fraud. I have not been paying any attention. This is very embarrassing.
Let's spill some ink.
Girl, we should certainly try to do something. And that will put me in Virtuose. Genius.
Bring it on.
Yeah, I can't tell the timing for that one. It's killing me. All right, Verso, do something cool. Nullified against light damage. Bit of a bummer in it. I think the only thing we can do is Mezzo. Yeah, I'm starting to think, Dorcas, that maybe the right response is not to break the catapults, because that I actually have a better chance of parrying, whereas it's really obvious with Hidden Blade, you can see me be too early or watch me be too late. Well, that was sexier than I expected it to be. That could have gone a lot worse. Let's go ahead and heal. I might want to, hang on. I'm gonna swap Combustion for Spark. And then... that might be okay. Yeah.
Good.
Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the community. I'm sorry, I just realized I think we might be heading into... would this be... no. What if I put everyone at... oh, I did not mean to be upgrading your agility, honey. I thought your might was maxed. That's on me. And then level-wise... so, Minoko's only missing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 feet. And I think maybe these are early game. I'm gonna hope as we go through here, we might fill some extras out. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to start Heaven's Dooring where I can find them, because I want him to have those feet. Okay. This makes me so unbelievably sad. The pain will never go away. Like, this will join the likes of, like, fucking Gurren Lagann and Fullmetal Alchemist for me. Evangelion, it's gonna hurt like this forever.
What have we here?
This music's really freaking me out, though.
What have we here?
How much money do I have? Haha! 50,000. So I have enough for the danger pool, but I'm certainly going to need... Okay, we're entering the black and white zone. Interesting. So they can't look at each other. And I think that's the first time that we've seen the appearance of a masculine figure in these visions. Because it's previously focused on what I'm assuming is the same woman. She appeared, and then we saw her teaching painting to children. Now she's on a bench with a man, and there's clearly a rift between them.
Who is she fighting? Her husband?
There certainly did seem to be a romantic link between them, yes. The lighthouse. That looks like the canvases that we see in the painting workshops. Interesting.
But how? With someone who refuses to talk. We don't even share the bonds of grief anymore. She walks her path, and I walk mine.
Uh-huh.
I don't exist to her. None of us do. She's left us all behind to drown by ourselves so that she can drown alone. Art can be a window, and art can be a mirror. And great art is both. Son, you'll never be a true artist if there's always a mask between you and the viewer, especially when the viewer is you.
So, the only, like, potentially troubled romantic relationship that I have suspected or speculated could be in the game is Renoir and I'm assuming his ex-wife or, like, estranged wife. And we know that Renoir is Verso's father. But Verso's never spoken about his mom, I don't think. Just that his parents were artists. And Renoir was the commander of Expedition 100? Zero? I think it's 0. Of which Verso was a member. And they're now enjoying prolonged lifespans as a result of the paintress's whims or whimsies. It's kind of unclear. And Verso hates that and Renoir doesn't. interesting. There's a part of me that thinks there's like a deeper connection here, but I don't see timeline-wise how that could be possible. And then we found that room in the manor that looked like it would have belonged to a child. I'm a genius. There was, yes. So there were, no, that can't. But if I'm a genius, then this other thing has to be true. And I don't see how I swear to God, in my head, the way that the thought process just went was, I've been speculating that Renoir has been estranged from his wife or whatever, because the way that this talks, this reads like the unexpected passing of a small child, or like a miscarriage or something. Like this sounds like someone experiencing like the kind of grief you associate with the loss of a child. And we saw there's a room in the manor that is like very child themed, and it's got like a stuffed monsters in it, and like a doll that looks like Esquier. And I was like, well, there's no way. It would be weird if this was Verso's room. So there's probably like another sibling. Like maybe there's a sibling of his that died. And now I'm thinking that and in my head I was like, oh, that makes perfect sense, because we saw that woman with 3 children, but in order for that to be correct, the figure would have to be his mom. And I don't see how that tracks. I don't see how that fits together. But there were 3. And we know that Verso has a sister, which would just leave like a mysterious 3rd sibling. But why would we be seeing this? Did Renoir put this here? Because he's like affiliated with the paintress. He doesn't want us to be here. He doesn't want us to fuck around with her because he likes being immortal or whatever. Like, is he showing us glimpses of his own life for some weird reason? I don't know. I don't know. And we've heard of Julie, but we don't know anything about her yet. I'm getting water and I'm taking a break. I'll be back in a couple minutes. Please enjoy the music. Yeah. I don't... Nothing but humps. Nothing but harumphs and grunts of confused frustration today. I'll be right back. Enjoy the music. Hi, I'm back. Cute moment, however. Mominess knows what my stream schedule is, obviously. And she'd been out for a little bit this morning. And when we went on break, I just sat here. I said I was going to get up. I didn't. I just sat here like this. And apparently, she got home at some point between me putting the BRB screen on and me coming back, because I heard this really gentle knock at my door, and I looked over and she peeked in and she was just like, I just was making sure you're okay. It's so quiet in the house. And I was like, yeah, I'm on break. Sorry. Because it's usually just like nonstop noise. But instead I'm just sitting here like, afraid and perplexed. Yeah, I said I was going to get water. I mean, I have a little bit of water left. Also, hey, Jen, what's going on? I saw your message late. I was thinking, plotting. I have suspicion. I'm nervous. I no longer know where this can go. Cause I know what the game seems to be suggesting, but I don't believe that's right. Girl, I need you not to go first. I need CL to go first. Oh, they're flying, aren't they? Oh, this is the worst. Oh, I hit the orb, so they got shields. Yeah, that tracks. Well, I guess we just keep blasting. 4 hits! Okay, with really weird timing. Well, let's bring her back. Well, we probably don't need to, actually. We might be okay. Yeah, we might be okay. Okay, baby girl, you're still in it. You're still in it. I believe in you. Been watching on YouTube since Monster Hunter. Had to join live for all this deluxe gaming and swamp comprehension observation. Dude, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Also, Zeph Rennie, thank you for giving that sub out. Dude, welcome to the murder. You're a sub now. Because Rennie's awesome. Rennie, thank you. Okay, so we just got a weapon upgrade. 4 CL. Sun skills always damage taken is doubled. Ugh. But you do have, like, a lot of health. Like, what do you need all that health for, CL? No, I can't give this to her. And this is stronger anyway. Yeah, this is probably fine. Ah! I need Minoko on the front lines, because I don't know if I'm missing these feet or not. So, I think we might be smoked. Hey, Hero, what's going on? I think we're smoked, actually.
Watch out.
Take your shot.
Okay. Ready to strike.
Okay, well. recovery. Fuck it, we'll just quick strike.
Wow. Here's your card.
Too early. Oh no.
Let's spill some ink.
Fuck, she doesn't have the shield destruction. That's so tough. Okay.
You can't leave us yet.
Okay. Feel better.
Better.
I'm not giving up.
Okay. Do you think... Let's just see what flurry damage looks like. Not even enough. I should have gotten the shields off.
Maximum damage.
Okay, you are doing great, Verso, sweetie. You are killing it. And my L will go again. Let's just get damage on.
Here we go.
Okay, so these enemies are weak to dark, which is great. Heaven's Door, what was the name of this enemy? I want to make sure I'm all footed up. So... one of them was a Reaper cultist. I actually don't see anything from a Reaper. This was Greatsword cultist. I don't see anything in here from a Greatsword cultist. I think we need to fight these again. Damn, that's so tough. Okay, well. I have it. Cultist blood. Okay, so that's cultist blood, but I don't see anything from... We also have greatsword slashes, or cultist slashes. That's both. Okay, thanks, y'all. That was gonna be my next question. I was like, all right. See, I'm actually gonna pop you off. I'm gonna put Monoko on. That's better. Patank? Well, that's cute. Where's your home, honey? All the way over here. Okay. Duranja, what does the green patank color... hey, now. No. No. You get back here. That's not where you go. That's not for you. Up. And now I'm going to try to chase it from the other direction. Aim shot. Man. No. Go. No, go the other way. You. Maybe we do just need to fully chase it, actually, from behind. Hang on. Yeah, I don't want to put aim stuff on, so maybe we'll just get really lucky. I don't appreciate how it appears to be laughing at me. Like, it's having a hearty chuckle at my expense. Yeah, it thinks it's a real fucking prankster. Real tee-hee ha-ha-ho-ho moments over here. There we go. Okay. And I'm gonna save. And I'm gonna save. I'll do a weapon swap. That did not work. Actually, I think maybe the only way to pop the save is to... Instead of energizing cleanse, let's give her beneficial contamination. And that still didn't save. Whatever, man. So, Lune, Verso, Mael. We should have a lot of damage.
On guard. Blades. On me.
Does that look like something I can shoot? That green thing? Ooh! Oh, that's fun! Oh, this is just like, that one boss. Sure. Huh.
Let's carve a path.
Yeah, I'm gonna... This might be tough unless I can land the counter.
Watch out. Bring it on.
Let's dance.
Oh, now.
Oh, even the counter is not a whole lot of damage. Okay. And Lune goes next.
So much potential.
I think I'll just keep having them shoot, and then at the end of their turn, heal up the AP of whoever's going next. And maybe I go back through and add on the Pictos that increases free aim shot damage by like 50% or whatever. This is tough. Who's next? Mael. I think we're gonna do it somehow against all odds. I guess that's just all the ability we have. At least it's quick. And we'll swap Lune out, but don't go back in. Cool. I just want to see if there's anything behind the lighthouse. I suspect the answer is no, but...
Good stuff.
I love stealing. It's my favorite. That's why we check, baby. More money?
Perfect.
What is this fucked up statue? There's a statue of a horse inside the manor by the piano, I think. Okay, so that's a rope. What's this way? Okay, let's take the rope. Nice, Luna. You look so good, baby girl. There's a mime here. You have got to be kidding me. Ah! I actually didn't mean to take the rope all the way back up. That's really funny. Well, we will face the mine. Of course. We can't leave them. All right, here we go. Yeah. I just really wanted to see Lune again. Can you blame me? We'll tackle the mime. It's a mime and then a Claire and an obscure enemy. Okay. One nullifies light, the other nullifies dark. We'll try this. I think it would have been smarter starting with our other frontline rotation, but...
Take this. Careful now.
Fuck! That is the worst possible outcome. I've actually never seen that before. I didn't know they could do that.
Now the fun begins.
I'm not so sure it does.
Sorry I failed.
And I took off her heels.
Watch out, Minoko.
Oh, that's a huge bummer.
Okay.
Good. Bad, so bad.
Foolish.
Better.
Yeah, nullified. Okay. And then because of enrage, it goes again.
Better. Now is our chance.
I don't know what to do. I don't know how to handle this.
You saved me.
Too early. I really needed her up. Yeah, this rage is fucking me up. Maybe we should have focused on the enemy on the left instead.
Ready to evade.
I thought silence would be worse, but
Okay. I'm ready.
straight up haven't even seen that. Some of these moves I have never seen, which is weird because we've definitely fought this enemy before. But 2 of its last rotations have been completely unrecognizable to me.
I need it. Watch out, Mael. Cut him down.
Sorry for the silence. I have to be really locked into this fight. Okay. Well, you only have light, which will break, but it's gonna be, the damage will be totally nullified. Yeah, that's not gonna take that off. It'll deal a lot of damage to the other guy. Fuck it. Oh, I just shot twice, so I can't do that anymore. All right. Well, you know what? Fuck it. We'll stun this one. Oh, I fucked up my skill. That sucks so bad. I've got to figure out why she has half the amount of health as everyone.
Bring it on.
I just need to get to my turn. That's not gonna happen. Okay, that one, I think we need to focus the one on the left because it attacks
That's better. That's better.
way too slow. But Verso's sustain is bonkers.
Let's carve a path.
Okay, you know what? Just fuck you guys. Just fuck you guys. Fuck you. So if it nullifies the damage, it doesn't break.
I would have lived.
Okay, really close though. Oh my god!
I would have lived. I would have lived.
Yeah, I have, okay, Heaven's Door. Have I never fought the enemy on the left? Because why are none of its attack patterns recognizable to me? Nothing about it is familiar to me at all. But it should be, because I know that we fought a Claire and an Obscure. So is it just that they didn't work it into my memory or what? Because I feel really silly. Just different attacks. Okay. Well, we're gonna give that a go again. And this time maybe focus. The one on the left is a much bigger problem, but weapon-wise, I'm not sure if I can do anything about that in this run without reapplying, like,
It's flowing.
shuffling some equipment around. What do we think damage on just like a regular attack does? Okay, it's weak to that. That was hefty. A basic attack might do more damage than a skill. Fuck, I'm gonna wildfire just to see if we can kind of like mitigate some of these skills. But I would like to test it.
Watch out, Minoko.
It's also interesting to me that they appear to be like splitting. Like there's a theme of duality here. We're like coming undone. Too early.
Better.
That's on me for talking, I guess. Not Lune though. Yeah, I can't read this at all. I think we're gonna have to
A storm is coming.
swap. We're gonna need to swap a front line out because something's just not working the way that it should.
I must rage.
Ready to evade.
And I know that, and I'm not parrying it correctly, so I'm just getting frustrated now. Okay. I'm gonna take like 30 seconds after this run. I'll just like, oh, well that's sexy. Fuck you. Not the smartest thing we could have done. We got some damage in at least. Do I just have... And for this fight, I actually need the single target skills, or they'll be nullified by the other one. Yeah, okay. I should bring Lune back. I don't know what to do. Okay, what if... No, because that's also a sun skill. I need a moon right now. Alright, well... Well, that chunked that one real good. Hey! Okay!
Timing.
Now we just have to deal with enrage.
That's more like it.
Okay. It's Minoko's turn. No! God damn you, Mime. Okay. Now it's Minoko's turn. Just discovered your channel. Souls Fair Tries Monster Hunter is my favorite genre of video. Oh, thank you, Demo. I've been loving Monster Hunter. I think Wilds is a really, really fun game. Okay. You have got to leave the field. I don't want to hear it all. I think I've got no choice but to shell here and then bring back Lune next turn. As much as I would love to do something that has increased damage with Almighty. We could do the slam. Or... No, that doesn't make any sense. We could put on the regen. Let's just give ourselves shots. So he holds that for fucking ever.
Full deck.
Full deck, we're in Twilight. Now, unfortunately, this thing is definitely going to nullify dark damage. So, and the mime goes next. Heaven's Door, yes or no? The dark colored enemy will nullify dark damage, yes? I don't want to have that assumption if it's not correct, but I'm pretty sure it is. Yes, okay. Then let's rush us.
Let's speed things up.
Fuck me, man, that sucks so bad. Well,
It likes you.
Overflowing with energy.
but we're alive.
Lightning dance!
Your turn to shine.
Feeling better.
Yeah, I'm gonna need to look at why Lune and Mael have basically no health compared to anybody else on the team.
So much power.
Are we still silent? Ha ha! Not anymore! Alright, you have so got to die. I don't care what it takes to kill you, you have so got to die.
A storm is coming.
I think we're gonna get it now. And I don't have Crystal, so we don't have anything that can really like add into break damage. So I guess we just need to start doing regular damage. We'll start with
Take your shot.
I like when we counter the mine is like, whoa! Break bar is full. We don't actually have anything that can break, which is really funny, so we'll just give ourselves a shot.
Let's gamble.
Only Lune can break. That is really funny, actually. Okay.
Prepare to meet your end.
Sexy.
Let us stay there. Lightning dance!
God damn it. That felt great, actually. Oh, we've got 3 gradient charges. Shadowbringer, which is her first, or we can do Doom, which is very high dark damage. That can break and also applies powerless, defenseless, and slow. Well, we won't be able to break, but I see no reason why we shouldn't see it anyway.
Come on now. Let's gamble.
Oh, that was really strong! And did that put me in Twilight right away? I see.
It's a friend.
Oh, CL, I think I've been sleeping on you, baby girl. You are crazy powerful. And we got hair. Oh, it's for Mael. I'll be honest with y'all. I really like the hair she's got on. I may not end up swapping that out. It's cute. I'll use it for a little bit, maybe. But there's something about the French bob to me that's just very charming. And we finally learned random defense. Oh my god. So every now and then, Ciel would just take 200% damage. Yeah, okay, that tracks. Give me a second. I need to figure out why Lune has no health. I'm gonna give you... SOS Rush, I guess? Doesn't thrill me, but... Yeah. Lune and Mael just don't have any HP, and I can only imagine that's because it's not on their Pictos. So maybe we should try and level that out with their stats. Just so they have a little bit more... flexibility there. I can also swap out beneficial contamination for... No, I think we're just gonna need to put something in there to bring them in line. Since the Pictos that we have are not doing that, we might just need to go in and tweak the stats. And we have plenty of recoats, so if we needed to, we could. I did, yes, I think it's because Ciel is like my Pictos learner, so whenever there's something that I get that I need to internalize, I just put it on her. But yeah, that would explain why she would get hit so fucking hard. It's because she was taking 200% damage every now and then. Actually, let me see. Because that gives me a bunch of extra defense. That gave her a bunch of health. I gave her confident to try and basically double her health. Or we could give her energizing cleanse. Okay, well at least that brings them up from 1,000. Now it's Minoko that's got the least amount of health in the party. We'll see how this feels, because I think that will give us a lot more sustain than we previously thought we could have. Not really that excited to fight another obscure enemy, but we'll do what has to be. Oh, and a Hexka! I don't think this is gonna go in our favor. Yo, any feet here? No feet, that's awesome.
I am refreshed.
Good enough for me.
Faster.
Good.
That thing's shields are gonna be really...
Careful now.
So the Hexa can one-shot us. Too early. Jump! Yep. Alright, well... Oh, there's one more! Bitch! Stop hitting me! Yeah, I hate this enemy. This enemy's really annoying. This whole thing will be a really annoying fight with the Greatsword cultist.
That's better. Would have lived.
I can do it.
Okay. Yes, I think I want sustain on her as well. So we should go in and make sure that she's got effective heals on. She's in defensive. We could get into Virtuose, but then we have to stay alive long enough to make it work. Alternatively, we can hit for high lightning damage right now, but I don't think it will be enough because we won't be exploiting any weaknesses. Also, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the community. Fighting a traitor over and over again is genius. For some reason, it didn't occur to me that I could do that. Zenny, you're so much smarter than I am. Yeah, I think maybe we should just get her into... Virtuose, maybe.
Just try it. Good stuff.
Okay. We are gonna need Monoko up. Maybe we should have rested after the mine fight.
This will hurt.
We don't need to worry about that enemy.
Just try it. Didn't realize.
Too early. Too early. She's up! Oh. Hey!
Time to hit big.
Okay. I think let's just lightning this. Fucked up one of my QTEs, which is a bit of a bummer,
Limited violence, yes.
but... Mael is not healthy, but she does have shell. But she will die. Any single one of these that isn't the swoop attack from Obscure will kill her, so we might want to heal her outright. I think we might just want to heal her.
Just try it.
It held that attack for so long, I parried once incorrectly and then still had time to recover. I seriously don't have enough for Fleuret. This sucks. I guess we should just Mezzo Forte then. And in Agile, we should pierce. This might be my favorite move Monoko has. It's really interesting to see that I still struggle with Hexka timing. You know what? Yeah, we'll just... We won't break, but... We'll at least do a lot of damage. And we'll stay in Virtuoso, which will be the most important.
Would have lived.
Dead? Yes! Okay! Okay. Monoko is in Almighty Mask. Monoko is dying imminently. The next thing to touch him will kill him. I want to do like so much damage to this thing. I hate this thing.
En garde. Finesse and precision.
Okay, we've got a 2 gradient charge. It's not turned to Ronjo! Okay, we can't do any phantom stars or anything, and I don't think it's burning. But we're in a nice flurry loop that's keeping us in Virtuose, so I'll take what I can get. We might just want to fucking attack him regularly. None of our skills are really lining up with how we want this to work.
Your turn to shine.
Too early. Too early. I hate this enemy. It's so big. I just hate the way it moves. No shields. High light damage, 2 shields, and regen. No, we'll just bring her back.
Try again.
Hi, Daz. What's going on?
Good stuff. Maximum damage. Phantom stars.
Finesse and grace.
And she stances because she was dead. Well, you know what? Thank you, Gustav. And there should be a flag after this, so we can rest. These fights are getting more and more challenging in ways that I didn't necessarily pick those. Weakness gain, plus 1 AP on hitting an enemy's weakness. Once per turn. Huh. Yeah, I would really like if I could get the sustain on her as well. With effective heal and then healing parry. Why does she have longer, powerful, longer shell? Girl, what? Why did I give that to you? What was I possibly thinking? Hold on. What on earth? Oh, it's because we were just padding things out because I took confident. Okay, hang on. We're gonna do counter, parry, fire. And then if I wanted to give her effective heal, I need 20 more. I don't think I can free up that much. No! I could if I took off healing fire. No, I'm still 1 short. That sucks. We might just need to give her some so I can get everything that I want. Now, Verso does nothing but self-heal. So if she's in the same party as Verso and I've given her healing share, she gets some of his heals. Yes, that's how that works. That would be really interesting to put on Minoko as well then. Yep. Let's see how that feels. I think Lune's the one that's gonna need it, but we'll leave it as that for now. Hey, Entrance, how's your shift? Weird. I almost thought there would be a section of the cliffs as we moved through them that were like recognizably where we had that climactic battle there, but I didn't see it. Unless it was just like that last edge that we just came from. Because now we're at the battlefield. Okay. Lune gets B scaling out of vitality. Well, that's fascinating. Maybe she doesn't need to be so fast? It feels good to be fast, though. Maybe I should put her in a little bit of crit. She does a lot of good raw damage, but it can always be better, you know? Okay, Verso has 8, so we might have something cool for him. Overload sets self-health to 1, but refills all AP. High single target light damage. Damage increased by speed difference with target. So, but Heaven's Door, how do I know what my opponent's speed is? Do I just need to look and see how frequently they're going? Or is there something that's like a little more obvious? And that's what says your dog want to go for a walk anymore. Essentially, it's just by looking at turn order. Okay. We could also do Radiant Slash, which is low light damage to all enemies. Medium single target physical, with increased damage depending on the health that I'm missing. None of these really seem super cool. Although I would love to get to Endbringer. And Strike Storm. Which means we should probably take Berserk into Defiant. Yeah, maybe. Or if I were to recoat him, I could just not take these skills because I don't really use them. No, I won't worry about recoats yet. Although I'm really tempted by it. I've got 19. You know what? Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. This is where we'll take on our next break. I am actually thinking of respecking him, if only because I know that we are not using a lot of these skills. We've fallen into a niche with him that we really enjoy, and those are the skills we prioritize. So if I want to get into the other side of this tree, we should remove the skills. Yeah, I think we're gonna, but I'm gonna take a break here first, check on the cat, and say hi to Momunist. Yeah? Okay. Enjoy the music, and I will be back when the song is over. Hey everyone, thanks for your patience. I appreciate you letting me take a little bit of a longer break than usual. Mochi got a little sick this morning, and so I wanted to make sure that he was doing okay. He's been hiding a little bit, which makes me concerned. But he appears to be sleeping very comfortably in the laundry pile, so we will let him be there. Also, hey Peta, what's going on? Okay, I do think I'm gonna respec Verso. We've got plenty of recoats that should be safe, so I'm just gonna do it. Okay. And, I actually quite enjoy having perfect recovery, so we'll take that. Well, hang on. Quick Strike is a must. Berserk Slash, not so much. But if I want Endbringer, I need to go down this tree. Okay. And we weren't really using follow-up or ascending assault. So yeah, we'll start with perfect recovery. And I do want purification, which means I also want burden, which is here. So we'll go down for that. Blitz, I don't care about. Paradigm shift, I don't care about. But we have to take Blitz if we want to go down. Now, I could take 10 and then Strike Storm. But then we're not really using marking shots, so we're not missing out on that. We don't use Paradigm Shift or Perfect Break if we have Phantom Stars. Which is all the way over here now. But Radiant Slash can break. So that's probably okay. I kind of think maybe I'll take Steeled Strike and Strike Storm. I really think I'm going to end up missing Burden. But that was useful. That was very situational for us. We really only used that in the Seren fight. Ah, fuck it. Man, I've committed. Let's just try new skills. And then with 5 more available, we can take Perfect Break, which will set us up for Burden, or we can just stash, and then with 1 more, we'll have Defiant Strike. And this could actually be really good because we heal so much. So 30% of our current health, we're gonna heal back in like 1 turn. Yeah, I think we'll stash this for 1 more skill, take Defiant, and then maybe move over for Burden. I like that. Everything else looks and feels good. Let's just make sure his skills aren't totally fucked. He's so pretty. He's so pretty. Okay. Yeah, I'll clear a bunch of this, actually. And then, yeah, these are all, like, brand new skills. So we'll put Endbringer here. Maybe we'll sort a little bit by rank or AP cost if possible. Radiant Slash at rank C. Oh! Phil! Oh my gosh, thank you so much for the raid. What's going on? How are you? I am respecking my favorite pretty sad boy in Expedition 33. What's going on? Hey Raiders, if you are coming over to my channel for the first time, I'm Crow. I'm a non-binary streamer on Twitch, and we are currently an uncertain percentage of the way through our first playthrough of Clair Obscure. What's going on, y'all? Okay, I think that's also 9. And that's spec'd specifically for S, whereas that's A. So we'll put Endbringer here, Steeled Strike here, Strike Storm, which is C, C, B, A, K, and then,
I won!
thank you so much for gifting that sub to Philippine. I really appreciate it. Hope the respec. Well, I fear that I've made a terrible mistake because in respecking, I've picked up new skills that I've never used and did not regain access to the bread and butter skills I had been prioritizing. So I think this is probably going to be like watching a toddler learn to walk for the first time, like lots of stumbling and face planting and shit. But hopefully it goes well for us eventually. Path of the Teal Lotus, having a lovely little time. I've never heard of this game, Phil. What's it about? This is B. Perfect recovery we shouldn't need if we're healing up properly. So I think maybe let's put in Strike Storm because it's new. And Radiant Slash is new. And Assault 0 is new. Now this means that we really won't have fucking anything below rank C. Which might be okay. Or could be terrible. Do we have any weapons that synergize well with that? Blah, blah, blah. Can't lose perfection. No damage increase from rank. We don't want that because we're going to be at high rank frequently. Rank can't be lower than C. Base attack gives 4 perfection. Lose 1 perfection instead of 1 rank. Apply rush on S. That's... If we're playing properly, that could be really useful. We won't be applying powerless. Yeah, let's try this. Metroidvania that got heavily overshadowed. I was just talking about Nine Souls earlier today. But they came out around the same time and have a somewhat similar aesthetic. Interesting. I'm going to write down the name of this. Hold on. Path of the Teal Lotus. I was just talking about how much we enjoyed the art direction and sound design in Nine Souls. I'm sad to hear that this particular game got overshadowed, but I'm glad that you're giving it a shot and that you're having a nice time with it. Very platformy and floaty as opposed to more combat focused. Ooh. I might have to put this on my list. I will definitely be checking this out. Thank you for the recommendation. Also, for people that may have come in with the raid who want to play Expedition 33 but haven't started or like quite at the beginning of the game, we are at least halfway through, if not like closer to like 75% potentially. And I would consider this area to feel like plot critical. So if you do not want to expose yourself to spoilers, I give you the French wave. I gently scoot you out so you don't see it. But of course, if you don't mind, feel free to stay. Okay, so this is... He's just down there growling for no particular reason. I don't suppose there's any items here. Hang on. Okay, we're good. Yeah, it does seem as though there is shit taking place, as it were. Let's see. Thank you, everyone. And now we're gonna get a chance to try out Verso's new skills. Well, Minoko is putting in work, which is great to see. So we started at C instead of D, which is nice. I think that's right. I think our weapon skills at our rank can't be lower than C. Low light damage to all enemies? Sure, why not? And they're weak to it. That's ideal.
Flames on me.
Careful now.
I was not prepared for the gradient, so that's embarrassing for me.
That's better.
Now, he said it was a relentless combo, but then he only hit me twice, so I feel like that is just a little bit deceiving.
Ready to strike. Your existence ends now.
Oh! I didn't think there'd be a second QTE, and I fucked it up. I do like these skills on him. These feel a lot stronger than what we had previously. But we lost a lot of utility, so we'll have to see. Yeah, he's not as much of a cooperative player anymore. And Ciel's weapon just got an upgrade. Consume 1 moon charge to recover 20% of each ally's health. Base attack gives 1. We can try this. I think we'll probably prefer Moisson, but... there's a rope there. Let's take out this enemy. I didn't heal Minoko, did I? No.
A bit of violence, yes. Invigorating.
I'm ready. Flames. On me.
Pretty rude of it to
Minoko,
do helpfully for its friends.
Bring it on. Stuff.
Too early.
Ready to go. On fire.
That's better. Not impressed. Stuff. Things are getting spicy.
You should probably heal yourself. But I can't pass up the shield in heaviness.
Okay.
Didn't really need it.
So... Endbringer is single target. Strike Storm is also single target, but we get increased damage at rank C.
Time to strike.
That's better.
But I fucked it up and nothing happened? Oh, so we must not ever speak of this again. That's a tight tap.
Turn up.
Feel energized.
Nice. Could have been cleaner, but could have been worse. And it looks like we're out of revives, so we should probably rest at the flag we just found, unfortunately. Oh, there's an item over there. How do you think I get to that? I know, super unlucky, Des. I didn't realize it would be that quick, but that does give us the opportunity. We can always try it again. Can I get up there? Should I be up here? I don't think so. Huh. Is this taking me somewhere cool and secret? Do you think? Is this game a platformer now? No. Well, that's a shame. I was really excited. I thought I found... Oh! Hello? I thought that was a statue. I swear we walked right past this guy and he didn't aggro on us. I would like to try to do that attack again. Oh, that's so much worse than Rush. I was hoping we'd be able to kill that guy, but...
Ready to go. Ready to go. Okay. This will hurt. On fire.
Okay. And that's a surprising amount of damage even when we don't have shields to pierce through.
Please survive.
You're outmatched.
I don't have the AP for it. But what I could do is just basic attack that lad for the extra. Easy. QA folks figured players to try, and we did! There it is. I was like, I swore. I saw an item over here. Now the question is, how do I get out? Oh, just like that. Okay. I don't want to rest, but I fear that we really should. What is that?
Interesting.
Well, backtracking is helpful, actually. Actually, hang on. I've got one more thing to look at. Now I'm wondering if I should respec CL. Because I know there's a lot of her skills I don't use. Like Twilight Slash and Harvest. We use Searing Bond a lot, but if I could get to Twilight Dance, that could be very fun. Well, you know what? Fuck it. Fuck it. Just fuck it. Yeah. Why not? Okay, so we can start at either end. We use Rush a lot, actually, so we may as well take that. And then, do we have a hard cutoff time for today? Probably not past 4:30. We don't have a hard cutoff time specifically, but I feel like I don't want to stream into like 5:30. So I was thinking maybe like the usual time, like somewhere between like 4 and 4:30. Kind of depends on what our narrative momentum is, I suppose. Because if it's like, okay guys, it's 4:15, let's stop, and chat is like, well actually if you just stream for another 20 minutes, like you'll hit the best stopping point, then we'll go that extra time. What I would rather avoid is like getting into a space where it's like, oh, it's like if you stream for another 40 minutes, you get to a cool, because it's like, that's kind of stretching it. But let me fix this real quick. Okay, so high dark damage to all enemies, extreme single target, and Twilight Dance is extends our Twilight turn. Okay. Let's take Spectral Sweep. Let's take Dark Cleansing, because we haven't had that before. Intervention, because we've never used that before. Final Path. Twilight Dance. Which opens us up to all set. And Dark Wave. But Searing Bond is all the way over there. So I would need an extra 3 for Searing Bond. Target ally deals double damage. We don't need that. We're hitting damage cap. Extreme damage to all enemies, but absorbs allies' health to deal increased damage. I don't think we need that. I kind of want all set. Dark Wave. Harvest. And then we need one more to hit Searing Bond. And then we get to use skills on her that we have never had access to, which I think could be kind of fun. So let me look at this. Yeah. So we'll divide this into applies foretell and consumes foretell. So Twilight consumes. Final path applies. That's sexy. Okay. And then we get cleanses an ally of their status effects, propagates target's buff to its allies. We won't need that if we're applying all the same buff to people. Because all set goes to all allies, so I don't think we need cleansing. Dark wave, consume. Oh, but this is very dark focused. I see. But we can intervention and all set. So the only thing we have that consumes is Twilight Dance and Twilight Slash. And Twilight Dance is single target, and Twilight Slash is multi. Okay, well. I do damage to all enemies. Let's see how this feels. And I'll actually put Dark Wave over here. And all set here. Okay. Yeah, it'll be weird. It'll be different. But I'm excited for the opportunity to try things with her specifically that we have not really been able to experiment with. So, Mael Minoko. Okay, these are good. Instead of Mael, let's put in CL. Yeah, I want to know what this feels like. And then maybe we just run past that enemy. We might still be able to run past this enemy. If I fought them already, I don't really feel the need to fight them again. But so here's the rope, and we should see where this goes. Perfect to an item.
Good stuff.
And then this would have been where the Reaper was, sure. And it doesn't look like I can really get over here. What? Well, so not only can I not get over there, but I was ganked while attempting to explore.
Incoming. Careful now. Good stuff.
So we know these enemies are weak to light. I would be curious in seeing if they are also weak to dark. Ah, bunch of shields. Huge bummer. Well. High dark damage to all enemies. We should probably just get rid of this. They are resistant. That is unfortunate. Jesus! How can Troubadour hit me for that much damage?
Just try it.
I do like watching the green lights of his weapons.
Just try it.
I,
think
to
I'll
this
be
day,
right.
do not understand how that enemy works. I don't think I've ever successfully been able to counter a single one of its attacks. Ciel will go next. She has no AP.
Radiance away.
Good. We got rid of the bard. Yeah, having heal share actually on everyone in a party with Verso makes a huge difference. So, baby girl, what do I even want to do with you right now? I think maybe I just want to resurrect Minoko.
Not your number yet.
Okay.
That's more like it.
Come on. All right. I'm calling hacks on that one. Punch? Okay, you can't call it a punch and then kick me.
Didn't really need it. I think I'll improvise.
I think we're smoked, actually.
Well, well. Your turn to shine.
My turn.
Uh-huh, and then if I gradient... Uh-huh. And then I've got not... Oh. I see it now. I see the vision. I see the vision. Just being like, okay, Verso, take care of this. And then we do. All right. Intervention is a significantly cooler skill than I gave it credit for at face value. That was actually really sick. We'll go around. Oh, man. Usually the obscure enemies aren't, like, right there, straight away. This area, I feel like, should be bigger. I might have to ask if I missed part of it.
Getting spicy. My turn.
There's a part of me that wonders if I shoot it in its, like, the glowing circle in its mask. Heaven's Door, is the glowing circle in the middle of its mask its weak point? Because that feels hard to hit, but it is glowing, which usually makes me think we can do something about it. No, that's a shame. Well, Minoko is not having a good time. And that enemy won't absorb light damage, but I really want the Troubadour down.
Existence ends now.
Yeah, I'm tired of that guy bucking his friends, so.
Stuff. That's more like it. We need it. A little bit. My, what lovely feet.
Thanks, buddy. Thanks, buddy.
You're outmatched.
Let's do medium on this guy.
Ready.
Full break bar. Yeah, I need her to get more AP. So we might need to look at her kit and see if there's a way to just keep her a little fuller than she is right now. Tired of this guy. I am! I'm tired of him making them stronger. I'm trying to kill over here and he's making it real difficult. We could have Monoko play again and then he could heal himself, actually.
Fun begins.
I'd love for him to apply shell. Or even do the slam. And we are in heavy. You know what? Fuck it.
Your time to shine.
Look out.
Cute. There are too many buffing enemies on this part of the map.
Okay.
But I think we're gonna
Spicy.
finish this. No AP. Well. So both of these enemies are breakable. We can Radiant Slash for 2. But that won't break that one, so. Oh, it's multi-target. That was on me, I didn't realize that.
Death. It's a friend.
Okay, I feel like there's a way for us to chew through these mobs quicker. But our fights are successful. So I will take that. Heaven's Door, did I miss a part of this zone? Because this feels like we got to the obscure enemy really quick. And ordinarily, I feel like we explore a little bit more before we find that. No, this part's just tiny. Like, it seemed like maybe we could get behind on this part of the wall or something. Just small. Okay. Yeah, Hypnos. It just... Oh, we're getting more towards, like, the graveyard zone now, aren't we? What is this? I can't believe this is here. Okay, then this is a very specific location. So that means that everything going on in the monolith, it's either some kind of weird spatial distortion and we are physically traversing these locations again, or it's happening inside our minds and this is memory. Still hurts a lot, actually. I don't remember him having this, like... This is a mask. Why would Gustav's grave be marked with a visage mask? Because it certainly wasn't when we laid him to rest. I would have remembered if we'd put a fucked up tombstone on his grave. I'm not going that way. I'm going this way. I don't know if I should go that way. Oh, what if I went this way? No, that way is definitely even more forward progressing than this way here. Oh god, okay. Well, I guess we see what's going on in the mansion! It's a greenhouse. We have a record about a greenhouse. I swear to God, that was like one of the first record tracks we ever picked up. Can I look at record tracks if I'm not at the record player? Oh, that's Glass House. My bad. That's Glass House. It's got a lot of glass, though. Who is this? Alina. Alina's Glass House? Aline? Can I get a pronunciation check? Aline. Okay. Aline's Glass House. Sorry, I don't like all of the little glowing bits on this. I'm just making them go away. Yes, I know I have so much of this stuff. I don't need to... Okay, those are just my pictos. Okay. Aline. L'amour d'une mère. I have no idea what that... So that's love something. Wait! Fuck! How do I find it again? I don't want this to be confirmed or denied because I don't speak French. But I think this could be translated to a mother's love. And that makes me really uncomfortable. I don't like that even a little bit. Not even one small, not even an infinitesimal speck of satisfaction to be had if I'm right there. Well, at least the flowers are pretty. Uh-oh. Is this a recording?
His little grin. So proud of his latest creation. But at least those memories remain. What hurts more are the memories unmade. The conversations we'll never have. The time we'll never spend. I want rage to consume me. Anything to fill the hollow. But rage won't come. And I just float in an endless nothingness. The person I cannot be around is Alicia. Her pain is a broken mirror. The shards reflecting back tenfold, and every moment with her the cuts deepen and I feel myself unraveling. I know what he'll say. But this is the first time I've felt any surcease. For a few moments a day, my heart beats again.
Okay. So, I'm pretty sure I know what he'll say is a reference to Renoir. And obviously we know who Alicia is. That's Verso's sister. Yeah, I think this is his mom. But we haven't gotten anything on, like, this third sibling. Who's totally, definitely, like, dead. Like, for sure. but there's a third sibling. I think like we know, like Alicia is Verso's little sister. I'm pretty sure there's like a little brother somewhere in here, and we don't know anything about him. But I'm confident that like that loss, that's what Renoir is talking about here, and all like something has happened that has made Alicia really upset. So, also she was like in a fire at some point. At least those memories remain. What hurts more are the memories unmade. The conversations we'll never have, the time we'll never spend. Which makes me think there maybe is like some amnesia involved. No, this kid's definitely dead. That's the only thing that makes sense, I think. And in our conversation with the fading boy, at where we fight the scavenger, and that like weird version of the paintress is like hanging upside down like a bat from the ceiling, looking like a weird freaky uvula. I'm pretty sure we have a conversation. We're like, yo, why are you doing this? And that can't. There's no way. This conversation is fresh in my mind because this was one of the VODs that I just went through for editing a couple days ago. I swear to God, that conversation is like, oh, like, I'm doing it to protect what we made. But why would the paintress say that? Because that would imply that the kid is the dead / missing / amnesiac sibling, and the paintress has a connection to. But that's not possible. That's not possible. Daddy, it's so many notes in here. Like, this is. let me actually find my. I made the mistake of closing the notebook, and now I might never find the notes again. That sucks, actually. Hold on. Yeah, this is funny. This will be funny for everyone. This is what my Claire Obscure notes look like. It's awful. It's so awful. Yeah, that would, yeah, just the psychopathic ramblings of a like a shambling fool, pretty much. Yeah, like the grisly truth of my illiterate nature has now been revealed. Yeah, I feel like a crazy person, but this seems to signify that, yeah, if Aline is connected to Renoir, and Renoir is Verso's and Alicia's dad. And Aline is mentioning Alicia and also a dead kid, maybe, or like an amnesiac kid. Like something tragic has happened to a child, most definitely. And we have that that confirmation from Wenwa. Like seems to follow that like Aline Alicia versa, but that they were talking about making stuff and Patrons is making stuff and I don't really know what's going on anymore. Okay. I want to see if there's something in here I can go downstairs. Well, that's probably just a door. Oh. Oh, it's like, oh, okay, well, I don't want to go down there yet. I want to see if there's something here I can shoot as like maybe part of a secret puzzle. Doesn't seem like it. But I am grateful that we looked. Hey, Trip, listen to your lyric. Oh, this is... Oh. So it doesn't look like there is a door. It looks like they might just want us to jump out. Oh, there is a door. Okay. Let me just make sure there isn't anything else here. Okay, no, this is everything. And I think the Bergeon told us the Paintress has a regent. 'Cause I've written that down. And they keep telling Mael that what's happening is her fault. Sorry, I'm just looking over some old notes, wondering if maybe I can... make sense of some of this. And the boy mentioned, but could not remember, the names of Renoir and Clea. The boy cannot remember. Huh. Okay. And this is yes, this was the master bath. I remember this. Yeah. Aline's glass house is directly across from what we know as Renoir's bedroom. Yeah, the master bedroom. Okay. Yeah. All right. Okay. I'm gonna rest here. And then let's chat. Let's do a pacing check. It's 4:10. Do we want to call it here? Is there a better stopping point in like 20 minutes? What do y'all think? Living in a place like this would freak me out. Oh, Rip Bozo, I'm built different. I could live in a fucking 12-bedroom mansion, no problem. Here is good, this is decent, this is fine. I can't imagine there's a better spot. Good as any. Decent spot soon. Next part might take a little bit. If going further, you might get sucked in. Yeah, and that's my concern. Okay. I think you could go for 20 minutes, but I wouldn't say it's better. All right, then here's what we'll do. I'm gonna pause here, which gives me quite a bit to chew on through this week, actually. Hey, Vixen! Congrats on finishing. Yeah, such devastation! This was not your intention. That's still one of my favorite voice lines in the game. I'm not gonna lie. Let me see. Is anyone streaming something that looks interesting that we might be able to raid? Nothing stands out to me, and I don't want to go hunting for folks in the Claire Obscure category because I don't want to see stuff I'm not meant to be seeing. So this is where we'll just call it. I feel like I should apologize that we didn't get as much done. I thought that we would have finished this section today, but it's longer than I anticipated, and we did try some new combat stuff, so maybe that set us behind a little bit. It is thick. It's thick. But we'll be back on Friday with Monster Hunter, probably, and Saturday and Sunday with more Expedition 33 at the usual time. I will see you guys on Discord and hopefully on Twitch and YouTube for our next streams. Okay, I love you guys. Have a great week, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.